the tank line and the Goliath line of Lucky Fool, but he has entrenched very well, I must say, and he has out a lot. He has a lot of Goliaths out, and he fought, yeah, indeed. So he has out his +1 weapon, and all of the interceptors are getting destroyed by those Goliaths, who are probably also Terran, as people try to call it, or Terran, which in my opinion you should pronounce it, boosters. So Lucky Fool still has hided those vultures of him, but with 2 bases only, he will not be able to sustain all of his interceptor production. He really has to take that 3rd base right now, and I do not know why he doesn't opt to take it. He probably thought he had to move out because he already was in a worse position than Lucky Fool, and therefore he had to have his production up constantly, and he couldn't spare the 400 minerals to build another Nexus. But to get back in this game, he really has to expand very soon, because that attack on this entrenched position will not work. And I think Lucky Fool actually thinks about moving out again and trying to get a foothold on the center position. And what, in my opinion, Yaq should do, he should use his carriers to harass the natural expansion of Lucky Fool because of these ridges, because he can easily destroy these turrets and get an upper position over this expansion, and all those Goliaths between all those SUVs will not have an easy target of those carriers. He might lose an interceptors, but it's way better than carriers. And actually Lucky Fool again moving out, and I think this time it will be a successful push because the Terran ball is rolling with +1 attack, and I think no, he doesn't have reached +2 yet. Again, a nice competition going on, and the Dragoons get eaten by those tanks, but there's the big line, the deep line of entrenchment of those tanks, and actually he managed to get a lot of those Goliaths destroyed. And if all those Goliaths are destroyed, those tanks are actually sitting bait, and this is actually maybe might be a turning point for Yaq, because all of the tanks of Lucky Fool are being destroyed. And this actually might have been a very big mistake of Lucky Fool by pushing out too prematurely and going for this soft type of tank push, not going for the hard push, which by the way a hard push is when you use turrets. We use buildings and turrets to get a solid entrenchment and positioning. And right now the tables are turned completely, because Lucky Fool absolutely has almost no forces left anymore, and we have to see what's going to happen. Actually, Yaq losing another carrier, and he has a distance mine, and very nicely played by Lucky Fool, sending out some vultures to destroy more of the economy. But the 3rd command center is probably will be destroyed by this force of Yaq, and if Lucky Fool actually gets that expansion destroyed, he's almost mine now on both of his bases, and this is absolutely not looking good for Lucky Fool. Yaq, however, not focusing on the command center or the SFVs, and as you see, these players are not pro gamers, but they absolutely are very, very good players. Finally destroying all of the SFVs, and this command center will definitely go down right now, and the tables are completely turned. I think that Lucky Fool made an absolute mistake of pushing out a little bit too early, and pushing his all of his forces in a bad position, because they had to siege uphill and attack uphill, where the Goliaths didn't have full vision on the carriers, and therefore had to go up the ledge. And therefore all of his Goliaths got destroyed very, very fast by all of those Dragoons, and therefore when all the Goliaths were destroyed, the siege tanks obviously could be mocked up by those carriers, and the carriers and the forces of Yaq right now are knocking on the main of Lucky Fool, and I feel there's going to be a GG coming out very shortly afterwards, because Yaq right now just has put this rally point out of the base of Lucky Fool, and all of those Dragoons, which will be streaming on very shortly, will absolutely mop up the base of Lucky Fool, and this will be 1-0 for Hivemind. Hivemind, yeah, and GG. There you go. And guys, I hope you enjoyed this first commentary. I will be seeing you at SSC2. I will be commentating all the matches. Right now, it's Hivemind 1 against MannersBeatSkill. 0. See you in the next match, guys. Fluxx out.